Okay guys, it's Crichton again, and today session we just gonna have to learn how to publish our Mobirise sites to GitHub server. I hope all people who are using Mobirise that GitHub provides a free server, free space to host our sites, Mobirise sites, and that's the GitHub Pages. And it so happens that our Mobirise 5.35 gives us that allowance to host our pages on GitHub for free, so we can publish whatever we've done in our Mobirise to GitHub. The prerequisites, I think, are not so much, but obviously you must have a GitHub account. You must have a repository created in that GitHub account, and it's that repository that we're gonna use to paste here. And if you don't have a GitHub account, I really recommend you to first go create a Gmail account, go to GitHub Pages, create a GitHub account, and you get back here as soon as possible. We should be continuing as for people who already have Gmail accounts. Maybe for people who don't have GitHub accounts, we can just pass through a little bit. Okay, now the main focus here is to make sure that we host our website that we've redesigned in Mobirise. We host it for free on GitHub. So we're gonna have to start by of course by clicking the usual publish button. There are a lot of options: publishing Mobirise to the local drive, to FTP, but for today's tutorial we're gonna have to focus on publishing to GitHub Pages. And you have to make sure that this radio button on GitHub Pages is already checked. Of course, before we continue, make sure this field of yours is empty, and this one should be empty. This is the root folder where your files will be stored on the server. But in this case we shall be using a repository, a GitHub repository. So here we are. If you have a repository already created and configured, you can just go on, put your repository here and publish. It will go directly. But if you don't have a GitHub account, you haven't set up your repository, I think this tutorial will really best suit you. And just sit back, sit tight, and we see how we can figure out this. So you can create a GitHub account from here. So for people who don't have GitHub account, let's go ahead and create one. Click here. It will open you or redirect you to github.com. Okay. Okay, this is our email. Asaba Christopher 21 at Gmail. Saba Christoph 21 at gmail.com. Is that it? No, this is our username. So I'm trying to capture email such that we can use it in future. Christoph21 at gmail.com. So this is our email. We have to cut this because you have to keep it very safe. Username we can use Saba Chris. That would make a lot of sense. Email, we paste our email here, the one we've just created. And password, you can create your password. Mine is a simpler one I can really remember all the time. Your password should at least be 8 characters, and it should include the number and the lowercase. I already have that, that's why I have ticks here. If you have crosses, make sure you put it right according, the way they want it, and we can, proceed. So once you have your Gmail in, your password created, your username in, and now you can decide to check this radio button where they will send occasionally, product updates, announcement, but we're not interested in this. Our main aim is to verify your account right now. So you click on create, and we go ahead and verify your account. Now to verify your captcha, please blah blah blah, I think you can save a password for future use. I think this is not so important at the time. All we need now is to verify our GitHub account. Normally the verification process is very simple. Verify. What I saying? Pick the spiral galaxy, as in spiral. I think this one looks like spiral. Same applies here, and we are done. Tick. Pass the verification. Email, send me occasionally. We're not interested in that. And let's go ahead and join a free plan. And I think we are getting done with setting up our GitHub account. Now GitHub really, most cases want to ask some questions to get to know you better, maybe serve you better. What kind of work do you do mainly? I'm a software engineer and I write code. That's all. You can choose any. It's not so important. So how much programming experience? A little, moderate, a lot of it. I've already done a lot of projects. What do you do? What do you plan to use for GitHub? Learn to code? Nope. Host a project? Yeah, we want to host a project. Our Mobirise project on this GitHub server. Saying you're interested in Java, so it's my main language, or you can put Mobirise, and maybe in Github Pages. Any, you just put anything, and we complete our setup. You need to go as fast as possible. So now the same, please verify your email address before you can contribute on GitHub. We need you to verify your email address. An email containing verification instructions was sent on that. So this is our email. You need to make sure that you can log into your Gmail and verify this. So let's go ahead and log in into our Gmail account, and we verify our GitHub account, so which is okay. You have to verify that we are the owners of this Gmail. Loading our Gmail. Okay, now we're in. This is our email. Okay, now we are finally in, and all we have to do is to complete our GitHub sign up by verifying our email address. So you're gonna have to click on this verify button, and it redirects you to your GitHub repository, GitHub account direct. So we no longer need our Gmail. Let's just close. What do you want to do at first? We want to start a new project, create a repository. Yeah, that's why we are here. We want to create a repository. We are going to host our Mobirise project. So now that we are done with that, we have to go ahead inside and create a new repository. We want our repository to have almost the same name as our Chris as our account name or username. So make sure you have a tick here. Description, you can really put anything. Web, anything can work. Make sure it's public. This is so important, guys. Make sure this account or repository that we are creating is public. That's the only way how we can access our our website via this public access. If you make it private, you're not gonna have to you're not gonna get any access or not even a link. So you have to keep it public. We need to access it later. Okay, can we add me file readme not so recommended, but now let's just click on create repository and we are done creating repository. And finally our repository is created. Okay, now that it's created, all we want to see is this is all we want. Copy. Where? Yes, of course. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is what we want, but yeah, we shall see that later. Now that we have the repository, let's go back to our GitHub, our Mobirise, paste our repository here and attempt to publish. Now as it prepares to publish, the next step is getting a GitHub token. Unlike the old days where we used to type in the password, the new Mobirise, which is 5.35, it's the beta version, but of course in the future it's what we're going to be using. It asks for a token and we have to generate a token from GitHub, and this is exactly how they do it. Just click on this, takes you to GitHub documentation. Okay, now what are they saying? You can publish your website on GitHub Pages. Step 1, publish on GitHub Pages. Make sure it's activated in your settings. We already did that. It should be on. We have to double check this. Double check. We have to double check that. Make sure that where here, so should be around here. App setting. Yeah, we have the thing on publishing to GitHub. That's why it was able to connect. Okay, we have this. Yeah, now that we are sure that we have the setting on, let's go ahead and look for a token. Okay, let's go ahead and look for the token. Okay, we're done with step 1. To publish yourself at GitHub, you should have an active GitHub account. We already have it. We've already created an active GitHub account. If you don't have one, create it here. We are done with this. So let's go ahead and check our repo. We are done with this too. Now the GitHub token is what we really need. To publish your site GitHub, you should generate a token. Follow this instruction, creating a token. So it redirects us to to GitHub documentation and takes us through on how to create a token. So this is how we create a GitHub token. First of all, verify your email address. We've done that. In the upper right corner of any page that is on your GitHub, click on your profile photo, then click settings. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Here we are, profile photo. Click on settings. I'm sure. Then from settings to developer settings, around here, developer settings. From developer settings to personal access token. I'm sure this is it. Then there you can generate the token. So personal access token. Then now we go ahead and say generate new token. You're gonna have to put some notes as to why you're generating the token. It's for Mobirise site. That's all. Now you're gonna have to check a little bit of things, but I recommend you check on your repo and then most of these. Okay. You make sure you check most of these. Make sure they're checked to give it really full rights. Okay. Make sure they're checked. Give it full rights, and then later you go ahead and say create token. Now GitHub will automatically create a token. Make sure to copy your new personal access token now. You won't be able to see it again, so you just have to copy it to your clipboard, or you can just highlight and copy anything you like. Come back to your Mobirise, and you paste here the token, and you click OK. So GitHub will go ahead to publish the site to that repository. I mean, Mobirise will go ahead to publish the site to that repository that we've just created on GitHub. And once it is successfully published, we will be able to access it on a given link, which is a custom link created by GitHub. So it will be given at the end of the publishing. So let's take some time as it publishes. Okay. Now that we have published our site successfully, as you can see, congratulations, your site is published and live online. So we can access our site on this auto-generated GitHub, custom link at cyberchris.github.io. So we have to click on this button and such that we can preview how our site is. So this is the site. It's already uploaded. You can always access it via this link. And you see, as we had it in our Mobirise here, so now it's already on the web and fully hosted. Guys, that's it. And if at all you want to see your files, you have to go back to your GitHub account and ensure to visit the real link, and inside your GitHub repository, you should be able to see the site fully loaded, our index page and our asset folders were all uploaded successfully, and that's all we wanted at first. So that's it, guys. That's how essentially that's how they upload a site from Mobirise to GitHub. So that's it. Goodbye, and I will see you in the next video, probably tomorrow. Okay.